Hello everyone! Welcome to my class. My name is Lady. I will be your teacher for today. Now, for today's lesson, we're going to talk about the important elements of a short story. So, what exactly is important in a short story? The important story elements are the plot, the settings, the characters, and the theme. Now, we're going to talk about those elements. And here's the first one. We have
The setting of a short story is the time and place in which it happens. Authors often use descriptions of landscape, scenery, buildings, seasons, or weather to provide a strong sense of setting. To give you an example of a setting, we have the setting of the story To Kill a Mockingbird. These features that shows are really old. It was set in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama, back in the 1930s, where the period of the Great Depression happened. The story characters are also extremely important too, because there are defining features of the story itself. The authors reveal the characters through characterization. Characterization is when the author reveals the character through what the character thinks, feels, says, and does.
But sometimes those characters don't get along. That creates a conflict. And that shows a character versus a character conflict. But are there other types of conflict?
In the example of the story To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus agrees to defend Tom Robinson. Man members of the town feel Atticus should not defend Tom because he is black. And the novel is set at the time of racial discrimination. Atticus is looked upon poorly, threatened, and even harassed for being Tom's lawyer. In that case, the people are interfering with Atticus' decision. Do you know what type of conflict that is? It's Atticus versus society. Or we could say man or character versus society.
And now let's take a look at the story's plot. The story's plot is one of the most important elements in a short story. Those are the exposition, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, and of course, the resolution. Now, we're going to discuss about those elements. To give you the important elements of a plot, first we have the exposition. Exposition is the part of the plot that tells how the story begins. Second is the rising action. Rising action is the action in the story that leads you up to the climax. Third is the climax. Climax is the turning point in a story, often very suspenseful. Fourth is the falling action. In this part, the events in the story begins to come to a close. And lastly is the resolution. Resolution is the ending, and all the loose strings are tied up. Lastly, for the one of the important elements of a plot is the theme. The theme is the central idea or belief in a short story. And to give you an example of a theme, we have the themes of To Kill a Mockingbird. As you can see, there are race, justice and judgment, youth, morality, plus ethics, fear, women and femininity, family, and also compassion and forgiveness. Those are the themes of the story To Kill a Mockingbird. There are still a lot of things to learn about short stories, but this will give you a good start. Thank you for watching.